Welcome to Coach's Corner, everybody. I'm Coach Linden.
I'm
Amy.
What was that? And I'm Coach Debbie.
Far
I don't
away.
know what's up over here. She sounds like she in the background in the distance.
I don't think I did that.
And I'm.
You know what's funny when I introduce myself without saying Emily is it sounds like MM, and people are like, "What?" It's very confusing.
You could just say M.
I do sometimes.
M.
M.
No.
MM.
Isn't M this?
The M is this.
Well, it is, but I was.
Making.
I was
Making
saying
one.
I'm M, but you know.
I'm. M.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So where we change.
Oh!
This is Coach's Corner where we change relationships with food and fitness. If you like this video, please like it, subscribe, hit the notification button so you can get a notification for when the next one is posted, and shoot a comment down there.
Yeah.
You know, engage
Share
on
it.
this thing.
Tell us you're here.
Yeah.
For sure.
All right. Topics.
Topic of conversation.
Uh-oh.
It's a celebration.
Oh, I always have topics. It's just what I want to talk about versus what I do. Oh, I feel like there's a lot of conversations around family during these times. I wonder why, you know. Maybe somebody wants to talk about family. I don't, but at the same time, I think we should talk about relationships like in totality, right?
Relationships in totality.
I'm gonna say creating sustainable relationships. Right? Mentally, physically, spiritually.
We starting mental now, or we starting physical?
We can start at each one, any one of them.
All right, I'm starting physical.
I was
I'm
just
not
mentioning
gonna-
it.
I'm not gonna switch.
I
it
was
up.
out of order.
So physically,
This fucking guy. Just go.
physically, sustainable relationships. I think I'm gonna make this quick. Just be there, you know, and don't leave.
That's it. All right. Yeah, I agree. Until you have to leave. This
Yeah.
is my other side as a
Not
person who's
sustainable.
stayed too long in places that didn't, the unsustainability, right? So recognizing when that point hits. But otherwise, yeah, being present, following through, and yeah.
What's the difference between what makes it sustainable and unsustainable when you stay?
I got this.
Uh-oh. It's like
That's
a quiz.
easy. Are you committed to the relationship? Not yourself, not the other person, but the relationship.
Reciprocity. I think feeling like you're not giving to avoid. Not avoiding, right? But to
A
the void.
Yeah.
So
Not
yeah,
the void, not
because it's
avoid the void.
Not
The-
avoiding.
the void. Yeah.
Got it.
And you probably are giving to avoid in that situation. I definitely was.
If you're giving to avoid, you're giving to avoid.
Hey!
Oh shit!
All right.
I like it.
Gosh. Giving to the void. I too have given to the void.
To avoid?
To the void.
To avoid.
In avoidance.
In avoidance.
Give it to the void to avoid. I feel like that might be the title. The void to avoid.
Yeah, do avoid the void.
Give to the void to avoid.
Yeah, I totally
Clever.
agree with knowing when to stay and when to go, which can be confusing. And I think it has been confusing for me, but I am learning where it is not confusing.
I like that answer much better.
Fire.
I agree.
Yeah, y'all spitting bars.
I agree.
What happened?
Yeah,
Like it's hard to know when to leave. Nah, you know.
I'm happy through
You like this shit ain't right.
Yeah, through
This
much
is definitely
suffering,
ain't right.
I now understand when to
Too
leave
much
the
suffering.
void, and it is no longer confusing. I think overthinking makes it hard or confusing, but when you really get in touch with your intuition and your guts, it's pretty obvious when to go bye-bye.
Getting in touch with my guts.
Touch your guts.
This is gonna be a weird one, guys. It's right before the holidays.
They already know. They already know. Yeah.
If you're new tuning in,
We're
welcome.
sorry. Not sorry. Yeah, I guess that's physically staying or going. I think your body tells you too. I think that's a big cue in.
I mean, we are talking about physical.
I know, that's why I said it. With
Oh, okay.
Hey,
Your body
Physical
does.
cues.
Yeah, like if you start just having like constant anxiety attacks, for
Yeah, don't put
example,
pills on it.
That might be a good sign. It's not that you need medicine, but you actually need to leave.
Or you just need to listen to your body.
Yeah. That's what yeah. You know, why don't you go ahead?
physical.
Yeah, go ahead.
What about it? Sustainability?
Yeah.
Staying.
We're listening to your
What's
body.
our closet eggs? Did I miss closet eggs?
No.
Damn it. It's all right.
Then damn it either way.
I don't came back to quiche. I came back to quiche, so I hate quiche. All right. So, sustainability is found in oneself first. Then it is given away. It is that simple. That's how you do it. Should I expand?
Nah, that's it.
Great. All
Let's
right.
go on to mental.
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 I think it kind of plays into the other one too.
Yeah, it's kind of the same. Right?
You can't love someone else until you love yourself. When you love yourself, then you don't love everybody. You love yourself enough to see yourself in others, which allows for you to create sustainable, healthy relationships. Bam.
Bam. Next. Easy.
It's going back this way.
Yep.
Like we always do it.
Stability.
Do you need a reminder? I gotta go to the bathroom.
Hey.
Not too bad.
No, I don't. I wrote it out.
What if I go to the bathroom?
Oh, shit. Keep it going. We'll just.
I don't know what to do. What if you all go to the bathroom?
I thought about it. I definitely thought about it.
Wait, what if I go to the bathroom?
And talk from there.
Bathroom chats with M. Not awkward at all. Okay, mentally sustainable.
What are you doing?
I don't know because your answer
Covered it all?
is not what's happening.
Did kind of cover it
That's
all.
okay. I made it quick.
Well, it's funny. I found it interesting how like it's really emotional, mental, like it's kind of mixed together.
They always are.
Yeah, I
for
know,
sure.
but
Oh.
I find that interesting because when I talk about them, I separate it sometimes. You know, this is the weirdest Coach's Corner maybe ever.
Yeah, say what you were saying. What you were saying?
I
You was
don't-
going off.
Hers before.
I don't know if I was.
You were going
but
off. You were about to.
mental, emotional, you know, together, sustainability. I think, yeah, being with yourself, loving yourself. We were talking about the intentions set and 75 well challenge, and
Oh. I was like, what?
I think mentally sticking with yourself is the thing that lets you physically stick with yourself, emotionally, spiritually. That intention setting and that focus on that intention, I think, is huge. All starts mental. Yeah.
Got it. My mind went to communication. I do agree with like it is hard to be in a relationship if you're not,
Love
if you don't
yourself.
like you, if you don't love you, because then I think it becomes you're looking for outside sources to provide that comfort and love. And I think once you're in a space, if you're looking to sustain your relationships, I think communication is a big part of it. Like saying what you got to say when you got to say it, right? Enforcing boundaries. I think being able to have hard conversations with people, being able to ask for help, support, different things like, hey, this isn't working for me, but like this would be better. So I think that is somewhat mental, and I think kind of spills into spiritual where like that alignment happens, but that's where my mind went.
Nice.
Fair. I think all of that.
Hey.
I think all of that's required across the board. Swath it. Keeping your mind malleable or flexible. I think is a big part of it because the things you're talking about are flexible concepts. You know, like communication is a flexible thing. Staying in relationships is a flexible thing. And I see a lot of rigidity sometimes, and that rigidity does look like not loving yourself. I think anytime someone's rigid in relationship, it comes down to a lack of self-love in some way. Because when you do start loving yourself, it looks like having grace with yourself enough that you can recognize the fluidity in yourself, like that you're going to be the duality, like we talked last time. You're going to have both sides, you're going to be integrating and fluctuating back between both sides, and that's okay. And that gives permission for other people to do the same, and that's how you stay in a relationship. It's a dance. It's not a standoff.
You know what's really funny about the whole thing is, like, I don't actually think fluidity is the answer. I think too many people are fluid, which is actually the problem, right?
Well, isn't it more malleable than fluid?
Malleable and fluidity can go together, and you're not always malleable unless you're going malleable from where you principally stand. Like, if you're being you have to be rigid from a place that allows for you to create a space where malleability can be had, but it's from rigidity, right? It's from like as an example, if peace is very big for me, right? I'm a single guy. I'm not going to date chaos and hope it becomes peace, because I understand that that's chaos, right? Now, I'm not saying someone who's dealing with some turmoil can't be peaceful. I'm saying, like, if you know you're dating someone, again, an even better example, if I like to stay at home and this person loves to go out, the dynamic's already there, right? I'm not going to ask them to completely change, because that wouldn't be loving them, right? Now, I'm going to ask them to stay home sometimes. I'm going to let them know I'd be willing to go out sometimes. But again, I like being home, right? And that is malleability. I have what I like, and I'd like that to happen. You have what you like, and I'm willing to meet you there. That's malleability. But fluidity is, again, it's where I think most people make the mistake. It's like, well, I'm an extrovert, you're an introvert. I'll become an extroverted introvert. You'll become an introverted extrovert. So we just keep going to the opposite side and then, like, kind of intersecting in the middle a little bit. And while that may work for a while, eventually when, let's say, an event of epic proportion happens, it's normally what drives people apart, right? Because you're not really being there with one another. You're kind of just ships passing in the night every once in a while. Hopefully, like, more than once a day. You get what I'm saying? And I'm not saying you can't function with people outside of your principles. I'm saying your principles are important enough to you that you hold them dear, and it becomes where you love others from, right? I think that's why a lot of people here, they're like, I don't really know about Lyndon until something happens. They're like, oh, okay, he's really cool. I like him. Or, you know, Lyndon has a very large capacity for love. Yeah, I don't have that by being fluid. I have that by, like, learning to love in malleability, for sure. That's that space for sure. But I have to have some type of conviction that creates a space to where loving myself enough times became the increase of my capacity, right? Somebody tells me who I am, right? It's a great segue for that. Somebody tells you who you are, you have to be convicted enough to understand that that's not who you are. You've had to have told yourself enough times and done things enough times to prove that's who you are not. You do not fit whatever they gave you.
Did you get him?
Nah, he flew off.
Yeah, he was over here. He was over here. He been all over me.
So a lot of, when it comes to principles, like, again, if you function from principles, it's solid ground. We talk about this. It says it biblically. Like, I'm big on that stuff. Again, you need a firm foundation to create a stable home, right? And once you have a firm foundation, then again, you won't put wood up there. You want to build it with siding. You can do whatever you want past that, and it'll still actually work. Now, again, will it withstand a storm? Depends on what type of storms you go through, right? But at the same time, it's still a home, or I call it a house. Right? It's a whole concept. I think we've covered that before. The concept of house versus home, right? I said, like, masculine energy usually dictates house. Feminine energy usually dictates home, right? House is a place. Home is a residence, right? So I like to think of it as, again, we need one another. Can't have one without the other, right? So that's how I look at it. Spiritually, I think that ties in. I think I just went into
Just
spirituality.
just went right into it.
I think I went over spirituality.
Yeah.
Which way are we going?
It's you.
It's me.
I thought
No,
so.
no,
that's bad.
it's definitely gone this way.
Got lost
This whole
in the
time.
sauce.
Yep.
Dang. I thought it was a boomerang, I think.
I see it. Wait,
Yeah, I thought there was a boomerang. Gosh, I don't know. I feel very distracted by all the concepts.
It's spiritual sustainability.
stability in
In
a
relationships,
relationship.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
You're not lost in the sauce
you know,
right there.
I
That
think
actually might be more prevalent
I
than
feel
than-
like all of
damn
this.
feelings.
You know, see, that's why it's distracting. I was like, ooh, I got something. Never mind.
Should I go to the bathroom?
Yes, yes, you should.
I'm sure there's
You
been
know
some
what
good
that's
thoughts.
like? It's like that. How you like to be an active listener. You need to like not think about what you're going to respond with. You need to just listen to the person.
Right.
When I do that, I forget what the hell I was gonna say, and so that's good, I guess, because I listened to the person, but I also, you know, didn't retain. I don't know. That's my side note.
Wait.
Side note.
No, I get it. You
Wait.
need a notepad.
Oh hell no!
Yeah.
We ain't about. I'm not co-signing shit. How you say you active listen and then you can't respond to what you actively
No, you
listen
can
to?
respond to the things the person said, but if
So
you
do
were going
that.
to say something else, you need to like put it aside.
So, but then you wouldn't be active listening, which is the whole reason why we go from one side to another. So you can active listen and then think of the thing while we talk about it.
I'm saying I had the thing, but then I diverted my attention to what was being said.
You're missing it, not me. Does that make sense? No, I'm dead serious. Like I'm not trying to like, haha, I'm smart. No, I'm saying.
Okay.
I'm saying to you, if I'm actively listening to you and you talked about something and I have a thought, the thought passes by. Great. Now I can say when you finish your thought, what I thought about what you said, and that would come back to mine if it's something I actually align with. Or if I was just like trying to, you know, it's like saying something you don't believe in, right? Like Devin starts talking about colors. I'm like, yellow, 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 yellow. But you mentioned the whole rainbow, right? And then all of a sudden I'm like, yeah, the rainbow is important. You know, I was really focused on yellow for some reason.
Sure.
Still comes back up.
All right.
I'm just saying.
I hear you. Yeah, I have no idea what the hell I was going to say, so
Skip it.
I don't even know about that.
That's
but
fine.
That's a whole different point, actually. But for me, that's, to me, is a
Learning to
different
listen
point.
and respond.
That's what I was talking about.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
We'll come back to you. We'll just come back.
I like that kid in class. Like, what? What the hell was I gonna say? Something about.
You need a pad.
Is it there?
I think I do need.
You
I
need
do,
something
I
to
do
write down
actually
to
take
it.
a lot of notes.
Yeah.
So I don't forget.
Yep, that's why you're so
things.
good at them. I take
Yeah.
no notes.
I take-
I don't.
Take a lot.
I'm the
You got 'em
opposite.
up there.
Yeah, that's fair.
I think what I was gonna say was just everything coming back to you, being with yourself, loving yourself, and the focus there, and how you're able to like bring that out. So spirituality or connecting spiritually, just to know what's happening here, to be able to connect with other people. I feel like it's really important. And it's your turn.
Yay, I got it. Yeah, I think just piggybacking off of Lyndon's talking about principles and building, right? And that makes sense to me spiritually, like in relationships, having the space to be yourself, stand on your principle. I think that just requires a lot of respect in that regard, because it really is like you have where your values are, where your purpose is, like where your connection to source. So being able to stand strongly in those and relate with ships, no, and to relate with people. I think that is really paramount in the ability to be yourself, to come authentically, right? To stand firm in your boundaries, to ask for what you need. Like all of the other parts really, of course, they're all under spiritual, but I think they really fit in together there. Just respect and the ability, once you have something firm built, then there is space for change, malleability, right? Conflict, being able to stand in conflict with each other and like stand firm, but stand in love too, because I think it's really easy if you're building it, you know, I don't know, if your foundation is missing a whole side and there's conflict, it's just like gonna crumble if you don't have the ability to stand there firmly. Yeah.
I want to go in with this because
Yeah.
I don't know if it'll help frame yours in general. But
Mine's already solidified.
It's the
I'm not
truth.
active listening.
then shoot.
I know, I looked at you a couple times. He wasn't looking at all. He's listening to respond.
I'm not acting.
I'm just here for me.
I already know what I was about to say. So it don't matter what none of y'all say. I'm standing on my
Can't
square.
move me.
I don't give a fuck what nobody said. It's what I believe. I mean, that could happen.
Nah, but go in.
I thought you were gonna say something about. Go ahead. I can go after you.
Nah, go
You
in.
Sure? You sure?
Yeah.
All right.
He's not listening anyway.
What?
Exactly.
What?
All right. So the reason why the house analogy is so good is because of what it helps people to understand. Okay. To build a house, you need a skill set, right? Okay. So if I wanted to pour concrete for a home, I would need to learn how to pour concrete. Great. If I wanted to put up siding, like to create the walls of a home, I need to be a carpenter or a skilled tradesman of some sort, right? Okay, follow where I'm going. So I become a concrete layer, a carpenter, an electrician, possibly a plumber, all in this time. And the more equipped my house is, the more you have to respect the house itself. It's a double-edged sword, okay? I built the home. I now love the home that I've built. Does that make sense? Okay. I'm pointing this stuff out because this is the miss in relationships so often that I see. So then, you meet, and again, we're dictating masculine energy. Oh, you just got a lot in there, huh? Masculine energy, right? Masculine energy, skills, trades, building oneself up to create a space for those around you. Masculine energy. Feminine energy that I've normally run into, that I've really enjoyed, looks at has a skill set to take it from a structure to a place where people can reside, right? Okay, so that means they also have a skill set, right? That means that they learned how to interior decorate. That means they learned how to do maintenance. That means that they learned how to sometimes build floors, sometimes change out cabinets and other things. Like, they have their own skill set they come with, right? Feminine energy dictates a whole nother set of skills, and some of them may be similar to the skill set of the person who built the home.
Yeah.
Okay? Here's the big miss.